Okay, I am video putting the oxy hood on a baby. The first thing I need to do is check my orders to see what the doctor has ordered, why this baby's going on an oxy hood. The doctor's ordered that the baby's going to be on 28%. The baby's SATs is low, has a little bit of grunting, nasal flaring. So before I enter into the room, I'm going to look at my chart. I'm going to get all the findings, the baby's name, the medical ID number. And then I'm going to enter in the room. Well, I'm going to get my equipment, which is an O2 analyzer, a blender, heated wires, a heater, congregated tubing, sterile water, and an oxy hood, and a large volume nebulizer. And then I'm going to enter into the baby's room by knocking on the door. Knock, knock, introducing myself. Hi, I'm Chrissy from Respiratory. I'm here to put the baby on an oxy hood at 28%. Doctor ordered it because the baby's SATs was a little low and we're trying to get them a little bit in the appropriate area. Usually parents ain't going to be in there. It's a nurse because it's usually the NICU, but I'm still going to explain the procedures. Before I touch the baby or anything, I'm going to wash my hands. When I wash my hands, it's not going to be regular washing. It's going to be a scrub. With a scrub packet, I will open the scrub packet and I will scrub my hand with a scrub brush underneath my nails. And then I will proceed to check the baby. So after I wash my hands, the first thing I do is I go and I evaluate the baby. I look at the respiratory rate, heart rate, and I look at the work of breathing and the color. And usually in NICU, the monitor will be hooked up and you will see the pulse rate and you will see the blood pressure, you'll see the heart rate, but you still have to check the work of breath. So first thing I do is I hook up my blender, and the blender's going to be hooked up on two sources. It's going to be hooked up on air and gas at 50 pressure on both of them. If it's not hooked up right, the alarm will go off on the blender. So the blender's hooked up, and then I'm going to calibrate my O2 analyzer to 2 points, hook up the large volume nebulizer at 28%. This is why I say to be hooked up into the blender to the two gases. It's got to make sure that it's hooked up correctly, or the alarm will go off. Okay? And then the next thing I do is I get my corrugated tubing, which sterile water is in the humidifier. I hook up my tubing. I put the oxy hood, hook it up. I put it over the baby's face. And usually the baby's face is turned to one of the sides. This is going to have a heater on it, and it measures the temperature, which usually is supposed to be 36.5 to 37.5. I put my O2 analyzer in it, and I want to put it towards where the baby's face is turning, but I don't want to get it right up on the baby's face, right there near the nose and the mouth. Okay. And my heater sensor is going to sense to make sure that the temperature of the baby is correct. After I do put the oxy hood on, I will evaluate the baby once again, which I will look at the respiratory rate, the heart rate. I'm going to look at the color and the way the baby's breathing. I want to make sure that what the baby was doing before the oxygen, and I want to make sure how the baby is doing after we put the oxy hood on. After I evaluate the baby, I will come back and evaluate the baby again for an hour, but I also will do an ABG to see where the settings were at before and where the settings is at after the oxy hood. I will let the parents and the nurse know exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, which is to help the baby's oxygen. That I will be back to check on the baby in an hour, that I am doing an ABG. And then I will wash my hands once again, which I will have to do every time I come in the NICU, because you don't want to get these babies any sicker than what they are. And then I will go and I will chart down my findings, what I've done, what all the rates were, evaluating the baby. And that's it.